Now, Barbara is the Assistant County Organiser for the National Garden Scheme in Cambridgeshire, and has very kindly agreed to come on and just give us a little bit of an insight into what the NGS is all around. First of all, I have to compliment you on your lovely garden.
Look behind, yeah.
Beautiful.
Hopefully you can't see the weeds.
No, my eyesight's bad enough as it is, let alone over your shoulder that distance. Well, let's talk about, first of all, the simple question: what is the National Garden Scheme?
Well, nearly 100 years ago, they put together a way of opening gardens for charity. So they introduce like-minded gardening people opening their gardens and giving the funds to nursing charities. We've got a wide range of charities and beneficiaries that we support. So you can go and have a nose, get ideas about what's something you want to do in your garden, and you're doing your bit for charity at the same time.
When we've got obviously one in your county in Cambridgeshire, I mean, presumably there's one in all of the counties of the UK, or is that a bad assumption on my part?
No, that's a very good assumption. And the great thing is we've got a great website with maps on, and we have little booklets that go around as well for various counties. But the app that you can get on the website is excellent. I even went up to Kendal not so long ago. And with that map, I managed to go into a couple of gardens on the way up there. So that's a great way of finding out what's local to you. You can put a postcode in, you can put a distance in, you can do it so you pet friendly, wheelchair friendly, all that sort of thing. And one of the greatest things is the group gardens. I was there this morning at Christchurch, and for £7 you can go and see 4 gardens. So that's another great way of doing it. But it's not just single gardens. You can go for by arrangement. You can go with a group, you know, if you're a member of the WI or another garden club. And you can have a nice personalised tour as well, so, which is good.
I was just saying that for a lot of people who want, you know, going to garden shows, I mean, they are fantastic. I mean, the RHS put on some amazing shows, but it can be quite a distance to travel, especially, I mean, Chelsea, for goodness sake, if you can get into Chelsea.
You're lucky if you see a garden, because it's about 30 deep.
I know it is, yeah.
Very crowded, and let's be honest, there's a lot of expense involved in getting to these shows and getting in. This is a great way of just going to a garden that's very near to you and actually experiencing some wonderful gardens, because presumably there is, you know, you can't just say, hey, I want to be my garden to be in the NGS. There has to be some sort of filter.
Yeah, we do have standards in a way. We don't necessarily criticise too much about the garden owners, because they're putting their time and effort. They love their garden and they want to open it. So the way I look at it personally is, if I'm travelling 30 or 40 minutes to go and see a garden, I want it to be interesting. I want to be able to chat to the garden owner, maybe. Have a wander around and get sort of value for money, and even plants for sale, which is brilliant. But it isn't always perfect, and some gardens are perfect, and it puts mine to shame. But you know, sometimes, I mean, let's face it, you can do nothing with that corner over there and call it a wildlife area, can't you? So, but interesting is the main thing that I look for. And
presumably it's not very expensive to get in to somebody's.
It ranges. Some of the bigger gardens can be quite, you know, £7, £8, £9. A lot of the little ones could be 3 or 4. So it is varied, but everything's on the website, and you can have a look at the prices. You can have a look at photos of what they've put on as well. And you can see for yourself before you go. But as I say, the village gardens is great value for money.
I must say the little booklet is great to have in the car for when you travel.
Yes.
When you're traveling around.
Yeah. It also tells you about the beneficiaries as well, and how much we gave you nearly over 3 million last year. So we're one of the biggest single charities for a certain thing.
My sister was a Macmillan nurse for a part of her life, so I know they've had money from you. Yeah, fabulous.
It's a wonderful idea, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we've got any viewers in abroad, but whether there's any other countries do this sort of thing. But
I'm not sure. It would be nice to think they did.
Yeah.
Maybe I can visit them too.
Yeah. So if people want to very easily want to get to know what's in their area and what dates are going to be available, what do they need? What can you give them the information?
The best, well, you can visit ngs.org.uk. That will give you the website address, but you can download an app, and then you've got it on your iPad or whatever, and then wherever you're going, you just pop the information in of where you're traveling, where you want to go, what you want to do, and it just comes up and gives you, easy. If I can find a garden, I'm sure everyone can.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you, Barbara. We'll let you get on and sitting out in that lovely garden behind you.
I know. Look at it.
Oh, cup of something, or maybe glass.
Thank you.
Oh, brilliant.